Alright, so now we're going to get ready to add the thrusters, or the motors and propellers. And you'll notice on here there's one in the front that's centered and two on the back. So in order to center this, we're just going to make a quick little measurement here. If you have a ruler or a tape measure, this is 6 inches across. If you just put a mark at the 3-inch mark, that'll help us position. Alright, so we're going to get 3 thrusters. Now, so before we mount these motors, we're actually going to waterproof them. And to do that, we're going to squeeze some hot glue in on one side of these wires. I'm going to pull them over and squeeze something on the other side. And I'm going to make this nice and messy here. And that will keep the water out. And I'm going to lick my fingers and do this, which is not very sanitary, but it's very effective. And do this again. Through them, lots of glue. Oh yeah. And one more. Move the wires over to the other side. Okay. All right, so we're going to add our first thruster, and this is the vertical thruster, and it's going to go like this, lined up on that line we put there. So once again, we're going to make sure we have plenty of hot glue. I'm going to put some over here, and then we're going to put some on the bottom of this shaft here. Now we're going to sit this in here, and we want it to be in the middle, and we want it to be pointing straight up and down as possible. So while this is cooling down, I'm going to be watching this and making sure that it's straight up and down. If it leans to the side like that, then the robot won't go up and down straight. It'll sort of wander off to the side when you go up and down. So we'll just hold that. All right, so this one's firmly cooled down now, it's firmly in place, and now we're going to do the other two. So I'm going to flip this over, and we'll see that these two thrusters are laying on their sides. One of them is sitting on the plastic, and one of them is just on top of the other ones. They're just a little bit too long to both fit in there. So I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to get my glue gun, have a new stick ready just in case I run out, and I'm going to put it down here and figure out where the motor's going to go, and then put it on this end of the motor here, because that's going to touch the wall there. And I'm going to stick it on here, push it up against the wall, and lay it down flat so that its tail is sitting on the plastic. And I'm going to push it all the way back so that the tail is level with the back of the plastic. See this? So the tail is back here. The propeller has to stick out beyond the back of the ROV, and it's nicely firmly in place. Oops. Alright, so now we'll do the other thruster, and it's the same thing. We're going to put it on the, lay it flat on the back here, but its tail is going to be sitting on top of the other one. So I'm going to put my glue gun down here. I am going to run out of glue, so I'm going to put another glue stick in. Glue here, and then on the back of the thruster. And slide it in here. And you notice the two tails are touching each other now, and it's sticking out about the same distance from the back. Keeping everything kind of level and even is the key to it working. So the next step is to make it a little bit more rigid. So you notice it's a little squidgy here, whereas this one is not squidgy. So we're going to do that to this one. So the first step is to put side braces on, and just like before, we're just going to do a quick line just to show where we're going to put these. Just needs to generally be up and down. Can't even see that line. Might add a little bit extra at the ends. You can stop there. So once it's cooled down, we're going to flip it over. Flip it over. Pick another line, do a little darker line this time. That's better. Okay. All right, so now we're going to add cross braces because we all know that triangles are the strongest shape, so we're going to do that. This round. We're going to do one at a time. We're going to start at the bottom and move up to the top. So if you have a look, put glue in the corner, and we're going to put glue up here a little bit from the top. These are the two long ones that we're using here. Should have mentioned that. So make sure it's kind of square. And then I can actually do the second set while they're still here. So put some in the corner here. And up here. And you want to see if you can get them to touch in the middle, because that way once it's cooled down we can put a little glue in the middle as well. Hot glue is our friend. Okay.